again everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's time to play in my napkin journal again. Now I've taken out the first signature. I've got this page here which is blank, and then we've got pages all the way through here. Oh, nearly there, that one. And then this one. So what I thought I'd do is something really simple and just pop a couple of napkins on here and sort of blend them in. And I've been lucky enough to have been gifted loads of napkins, but two recently. This one, which I thought I would use, but not right away. And then this one, and I think I'm going to start with this one down here. Now, I've got a bit of orange here, so I haven't got any gesso out, so I'm just going to put a little bit of acrylic paint on that. In fact, I might just tidy this up a little bit. It is a bit dirty from other projects, and usually it doesn't really matter, but because this is snow at the bottom, I think we should try and get rid of it. Just down here anyway. Don't think the rest will hurt anyway. Whoops, I don't think I should be doing that. Let's grab something to go in there. Like that. In fact, it's a bit big. Let's put that in there, hopefully. Then we won't have stuff going on our other pages. Right, I am going to let that dry, and then let me wash my brush. I'm going to pop this napkin, and I'm just going to use probably matte medium and pop that on. So I think what I will do is I'm just going to rip this because I think it will blend better when it goes on, she says, rather than having a square cut edge. Let's just take some of that off, and the same down the side as well. Yeah, that's a bit better. So we've got that. I don't mind square edge at the bottom because I might line it up, or I might put it at the bottom and chop it off or whatever, but something like that I'm thinking. Right, I'm just going to dry that and I'll be right back. Right, that's fairly dry. Let's see how we go with this. So this is just matte medium going on now. Try and make sure I get right down to the edge, because that way hopefully the napkin will stay on. Right, and I think hoping to get rid of the wrinkles as much as we can, not too first, because I mean it is a napkin. I mean I could iron them on, but I don't really want that precision. Just grab a little bit more of this. The trick is to get just enough to make sure it sticks without overworking it and tearing it. Right, I think that will do. I'm just slightly puzzled what's going on around the bend here. Let's cut that bit off, I think. I don't want that. Right, let that dry. Let's clean that off, and we'll come back and see what we can do with this and blend it in a bit. Right, so I decided to open this out and keep it flat. I thought I'll put it on something, well, clean. It's not wet, put it that way. Put it down, and as I did that, I thought actually that paint is pretty similar in colour to this. So I think that was this paint here. So I'm going to start off with just some of this and see what we get. Some on there. I had a bit of an accident here. I've put some white acrylic on this one ready for the next page, and I wish I did it on camera, but I squirted it and it went straight onto here, of course. So let's have a look and see how we're going with this. I mean, it's not perfect, but funny, because that, maybe it dries darker than it is. Maybe we'll just proceed and see what happens. And yeah, I know I could use a paintbrush, but where's the fun in that? Let's just get some colour down and then we'll see how it dries, and if it needs something else adding, we can do that as well. Don't really want to get red all down there. She says putting some more on. Oh, Stephanie, what are you doing? Just gone straight onto the snow there. Never mind, we'll sort it out. Right, let's see what happens with that. I'm going to dry it, I think, and see if it changes colour. Right, well, it has dried darker and more or less the right colour. So I think what I'm going to do is just neaten it up a bit, and I don't really want those fingerprints all over it. So let's just go over it with a paintbrush and dry it off a little bit. Do with a little bit more down there. I could have trimmed the edges, couldn't I? I'll do that. Right, I think I will dry that, or let it dry, and then I'll come back. Right, I have decided that I want to heat emboss it's the most wonderful time of the year. Now, the stamp hasn't been used before for a start. I don't know how long this will, whether or not I'll be able to stamp, because this is really bulky. Hang on, let's move the bulk off the page then, down there, that might help. Let's try again. Let's see if that would work. Don't see why not. Now the thing is, what colour do I do it? I'm wondering about doing it in white. Have I got any white? I've got seafoam white. I think that is all. Or what's that? No, that's holographic. And I have clear and sparkle, but I don't think I have white. And I don't think that that works very well. What do you reckon, guys? Do I go for seafoam or do it in black? What's it to be? Decisions. I don't think I'll like it if I do that colour, so I'm going to do it black. So let's double check we're in the right kind of place and that this shirts, because I might have to stamp that multiple times onto this acrylic. Let's see what happens. I'm going to do it 3 times. Now, let me just take that out the way. Whoops. Oh, you never guess what? I've just moved it that time. Oh, that is really going to annoy me. Look, I've got like a double image where the paper moved. I'm not going to be able to live with that. So I'm going to dry it, put more acrylic paint over it, and then get back to you when I'm back to this stage again. Right, I'm back. It took a couple of coats of paint to cover it. It's not done a massively great job, but better than it was. Right, let's see what we're going to get here. Okay. Before anybody asks, yes, I do have one of those things, those tray things, but I had some glittery embossing powder on it this morning and it stuck to it, so I've washed it, but I can't use it because it's wet or damp. Right, I'm just going to heat emboss, be right back. Okay, so I'm going to, I think, just add a bit of interest with some stamps. I don't know what to use, script, or I don't know. I'm not going to be able to do much because of that being in the way, so I'm just going to maybe that is too big, is it? What am I going to do? Let's see what happens. I won't ink the whole thing up. I'll just ink a bit over here, see what happens. Yeah, that'll do. I mean, it would be nice if we could. Right, just seen some red ink before I put that on the snowman. Down there. I mean, it would be nice if we could get some in there, but and down there, but I don't fancy my chances up against that. What if I turn it like that? Let's see what we can do. That will do. Hasn't got to be perfect, has it? Just thought it would add a bit of something because it's quite a boring background otherwise. Right, I'm going to dry that off, come back with some white paint. Okay. Right, before I do anything else, I think this snowman needs a smile. And he needs some arms. Maybe you won't see the other arm, but he definitely needs an arm. Right, I'm going to be putting white splashes on here, but actually I suppose it doesn't really matter if it goes over them, does it? Because it's just snow. Right, so I'm using acrylic paint because I don't think there's any point in trying to do it with gesso. I don't think it will cut, it will just go pinky, I think. Let's try a bit of that. Have a bit more than that because I'm wondering if I can, before I put any dots down, let's just put that in there. If I can put some bigger dots down. I have got dotting tools somewhere. I don't know how well that will work. Not too bad. So I have a few big dots. Don't want to overdo it. She says, carrying on. Oh, that didn't go very well, did it? Right, let's stop with that. Now I need something that can make fairly decent spray of dots. Let's have a look. Right, I'm wondering if I should hold something against myself. Hang on. Since I'm not wearing anything that there. I'm going to have a few bits of snow over their hat. Oops, don't really want sprays of it, but I think that will do. There, for a simple page, I'm quite happy with that. When that is dry, whether or not I will go around the outside with some ink, I don't know. But for now, I'm calling it done. Okay, so thank you. I think it was Mags Nash that sent me the napkin. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I think it was. So I'm going to leave that to dry. What I'm going to do is just paint down here and try and neaten up that edge a little bit. And then I'll let that dry before I attempt to do the other page. Okay, so I'm back. What did I do to this? I let it dry. I added a few white Nouveau drops as well, just the odd one, just to give it a little bit of texture, really, that's all, and slightly smaller dots. And I don't know whether you're going to see on camera or not, but I used some of this iridescent even, spray and sparkle that the lovely Debbie Brown sent to me, because I just thought it's Christmassy, and I went around the outside with a bit of black as well. So I'm calling that one done. So that goes like that. Those go through to the end. And then we've got this one here. So I did neaten it up where I'd sort of spilt a bit of, or leached a bit of red paint. This is the napkin that I'm going to use, and I'm going to put that on down the end there, I think. I might just trim that slightly. I have cut it, this one, because I just want it to butt up against there, I think, and be completely like that. We've still got something to do with the top up there. That's the plan. Put that on there, and then I don't know what we'll do at the top there. We're going to have to find some colours like that, I think. Anyway, let's start with putting that on. Not with that. Wrong one. That's my paint. I thought it was coming out too easily because this is near the end of its existence. Goodness me. Let's try that. Let's get plenty down this end down here. I perhaps could have put something else there because that's going to stick to everything, isn't it? I will have to dry it anyway, so it won't hurt. Right, I've still got a lot on my brush, which I can use. Let's see if we can get this anywhere near where we want it. I want it right down the bottom, and I want it right up the side. Come on. Play nicely, please. That will do, something along. Don't really want wrinkles. Not on the main event, anyway. I might just grab me a little bit more on my brush. Come on. Make sure we're doing all right down there, at the top, down the sides, and then hopefully that will stick on nicely. I have got a bit of a curly page, but I don't think that will hurt. Right, I will dry this, dry the background so that I don't get that stuck to the rest of my journal. I don't know whether that will pull off. It might do, yes. Let's get rid of that while we can. There we go. It doesn't matter about the edge because I'll probably go around it with something anyway. Right, let me dry that and I will be back. Right, we need to have a go at making some of these colours on here. I don't really know where to start. Got some green here. That's another bit there. Let me get a brush. I don't really know what sort of brush I want either. Let's just have a look and see what colour that is. Okay, so it's too bright. Let's have some black and see what we can do with that. Not sure about that either. Too dark, maybe. I think I was a bit overzealous with the black. What I want to do is I'm going to stick something down here so that I don't go too close to that edge and ruin it. Where is that piece of whoops, there we go. Right, now I'm going to do my normal, go in with my finger, do a bit of finger painting. Right, I don't think it's blue enough, that's what I'm thinking. I've got some blues. I've got a bright, we've got a darker blue as well, but I think what I might do is just that's looking a bit more like it. Oops, don't really want that on there. I am clumsy. Let's see if I can remove it with something. Not so bad, just use some water. And then I added some more paint just there, because, yeah, why not? Right. That brush is a danger to me. Let's get that out of the way. Go away. actually, could I be more clumsy? Okay, let's see what we can do around here. I think I will make this darker at the top, but I just want to make sure it kind of blends in a bit and doesn't look too much like I've just stuck some paint on top of a napkin. Right, that definitely does need a bit of something up there. I might have to wait for some of this to dry and then come back in. So I'm kind of just moving it around, and it's not, I haven't primed the paper either, so well, it's not awful. And I actually quite like that there's a paley bit, because it's kind of, you know, it's not all homogeneous, one colour. Right, I think I should stop filling with that. Oh, I do want to put a bit more dark in. I think that would do. Might just use some of this very dark paint down here. Right, let's leave that to dry and decide what else we're going to do to it. I feel like it's going to end up looking a bit like this with the white splodges. Anyway, let's let it dry for a bit. Now, somewhere I had some white. Here we go. Don't know if that's still a viable option. Now, what I want to do, I don't really know what to use, because these are like stars. They're not snow, and they are not distinct. You know, they're not circles. They're just a kind of non-circle-y shape. I'm trying to think what I could use. I don't know what this brush would do. Let's have a look. If I tried that. Yeah, that's not too bad. Not too bad. So I'm going to put one here because I've managed to get I've managed to rip the napkin somehow. I don't know how. I was fairly careful, obviously, but right, I'm not going to worry too much about these. I think I might add a little bit of bling to this. I know you'll be surprised because I'm not a bling. I might just do that, and then what I could do is something really tiny. What have I got that's really, really tiny? What's that brush? Will that do? Just want some kind of lesser things, but and even some that, you know, barely visible. So I'm not putting any more paint on. And in fact, mine look a bit so better now my paintbrush is running dry. That's a bit better. I wonder if I can remove some of this paint without, no, I don't think so. Alright, well that will do for now. Right, I don't know if I put star shapes or if I'm just going to put some, what have I got? Right, hang on a minute, I need to move. I'm going to get the whole drawer out, the bling drawer. See what we've got. They're a bit big. I'm looking for something tiny. Those are okay, but they're red. They won't do. And I've got gold. I was hoping for a kind of silvery colour really. Aha. I've got a few of those. What are they? Oh, those are on a stringy bit. Does that matter? I'm sure I can pull them off if I need to. Bear with me guys while I rummage around in here. You know, for somebody who doesn't use a lot of bling, I seem to have accumulated rather a lot of it. I literally have every colour under the sun except what I'm looking for. Right, well, we shall make do. I might use some of these, so let us get some equipment. I don't know whether or not that will work. I'm hoping I've got some tweezers somewhere. Where have they gone? Well, they can't have got far. There they are. Right, and I'm going to need some glue, so let's try some of this. Because I wouldn't ever trust these things to stick on by themselves. Right, I'm having a big one there because I don't like what's happened with this, so maybe we can disguise it a little. Oh, you're not going to want to watch me do this. Okay, I'm just going to stick it there and not worry about it. Let's have another one there. Will I remember where? No, I won't remember if I don't do it straight off. Oh my goodness, I am so clumsy. Right, come back. This is probably why I don't use these things. Is that my glue dot? I'll have another one up here. I think I prefer to do larger pages than these little ones. They're feel a little bit maybe restricted. Right, there's one there, there's one there, and there's one there. That was one up there. Let's have a medium one. Come on. And a couple of small ones. We'll have one here, one there, maybe one there. Thank goodness this glue dries clear. And I can't remember whether that was that one. Right, get me using bling. It's supposed to be like stars, I think, and I know we're not even going to question that one. Do I want any more bling? It's like once you get started, you can't stop. I don't think I do. I think I might just leave that. I don't want to overdo it. It's such a pretty little napkin. I've probably already overdone it. Let's get rid of all of this. think I'm going to go around the outside in black. Right, let's hope I don't knock these gems off. And then I'll be able to start the next signature, which I'm looking forward to. There we go. Right, those are the 2 pages. I think I'm going to get, I don't know whether or not to put wish or something on there, but I might just leave it as it is. And that's one whole signature in the napkin journal complete, but I need to let that dry. Okay folks, hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching and bearing with me. And I will be back, I'm sure I'll be back with more things. Just enjoying doing ad hoc things when I feel like it at the moment. So that's what I'll be doing. And I do have a clear desk policy and I've been sticking to it, and it does make all the difference. So at the end of the day, I do make sure that I pick up everything off the floor, everything off this part of my desk. And yeah, it's a lot. It feels a lot more like you want to create when you come in the morning, because you haven't got a massive mess to look at. Anyway, those are my 2 pages. Not sure if I'll put a word on there or not. I might do, I haven't decided yet. If I see something and it catches my eye, I might put it on there. Otherwise, I'm quite happy with it as it is. Anyway, thank you for watching. Stay safe and well, and I will be back again soon. Bye for now.